long film.
Oh, no, it ain't. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes.
2 hours and 4 minutes of film.
That flies by.
Not when you're talking about it, won't be? So, yes, this is true. We are watching the Thomas Jane, John Travolta actioner Face Off.
Yeah. Face Off.
Thomas Jane's in it.
Double crossing on it. He is in it. They don't have no face. They don't have no face to face in that, though, do they?
No, it's Nicolas Cage, isn't it? In the prison when he's in prison with him.
Yeah.
And his big hair. Hey, Franz. I was going to say Sanchez. I'll call him Franz. One of those films that is better than you would think. Oh, here we go. Straight in there.
Go.
So, yeah, I'll be watching the VHS from 2004. One of a rare VHS, this one, because it's new.
Well, would that have been 2004? Would that have come out in 2005?
There's a bloody security label over it. Hang on.
Because we got the film in, like I said, September 24th, 2004. So that would probably been a 2005 VHS.
It is. Packaging design, 2005.
Yeah.
Live by your own rules, says Frank.
Would have been one of the last ones.
Yeah. Right, let's start this bitch because it's a long... And then we'll discuss the extended cut now. I watched the alleged extended cut last night.
Okay.
But it doesn't have the animation in it that shows him during the war saving his friend.
No, that's right. That's a different... That was added before the release of the extended cut, I believe. If that makes sense. So essentially, there's 3 different versions. There's the theatrical, there's the version with that stuff at the beginning, and then there's the extended one where you got the subplot with his policeman or his FBI chum who double crossed him. Yes,
there's a lot of that whole character's cut out apart from one scene, isn't it? Or 2 scenes he has now instead of a lot of interwebbed ones, like you say.
That's right, yeah.
So it's a Marvel film. Is this my first Marvel film? I can't remember now.
Well, no, you've done Punisher 1989.
Oh, I forgot about that. It doesn't count.
Why doesn't it? Of course it does.
Could have saved a lot of time with this intro. That's about 3 minutes.
Well, this intro is heavily based upon the art of Tim Bradstreet, who was the comic book artist,
right?
Cover artist at the time, and did work on the posters for this. I could show you one. There you go.
Yes, punishment.
That's
he's got props.
Yeah, that's Tim Bradstreet art cover there on this hardback. Nice. And yeah, the I think the animated bit that they done was animated by him. It had his art style to it.
Nice. View Drew, hey, what's up, sir? Nice to see you. Sean, Thomas Jane is still my favorite Frank Castle. There you go.
Absolutely.
He is great. Whether he's joining us tonight, I can't be sure, but we did ask.
Tom.
But yeah, apparently this long blonde hair he had was from his previous film, and he kept it and then got a haircut after that and dyed it.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, hang on, what's this? Some young person. Never seen any of the 3 Punisher movies there are.
Ooh. What about TV show?
Oh, yeah, TV show. Is that... Because everyone... Oh, hang on, sorry. The last VHS I remember was Spider-Man 2. I do have Spider-Man 2. I have to check the date on now.
Yeah, because that was the same year as this. 2004, wasn't it?
Yes.
And incidentally, there is that scene at the end of Raimi's Spider-Man where what's her face? Mary Jane's running through the park in a wedding dress.
Oh, yes.
And a geezer with dark hair turns and looks at her quite prominently. And there was a lot of hoo-ha. Oh, is that Thomas Jane? Isn't that Thomas Jane? Thomas Jane wouldn't deny it nor confirm it, but it was actually Tom Jane's stunt double.
Right, nice.
Who they got to do that. So it did sort of imply that the Punisher, Frank Castle, was there in that world.
Nice.
There we go.
Hey, Rob, all the way from Canada.
Rob?
Fluff is here. Good evening. He's filmed this within 10 miles of his home in Tampa.
Cool.
Apparently, they had a lot of issue with it. It was one of the wettest times ever for 100 years or something when they filmed it there.
1890, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Someone's been doing their homework, didn't they, Gareth?
I thought one of us might as well.
Through IMDb and the facts.
The alleged facts, I call them, because anyone can post them.
That they can.
Come on. While there's nothing happening, you might as well go through all the versions you've got on your lap there.
Okie doke. Let's do it.
Well, like I said in the chat. Not my favourite Punisher, but a good flick. Oh, which is your favourite then, Rob?
This.
Hey, Carl. How are you?
Okay, so first up, we have this release here. I'm not sure what region this is from. It's not American. It's somewhere else.
Somewhere better.
Yeah, Matt had sent me that. So he knew I was collecting all these different versions of this film. That's the sort of region, our region release, DVD. Then we have, that's a region 1.
Yes.
That'd have been the first release I ever had of it, because like I said, we got it in the UK before it came out in cinema even. Then another version there. Although some of these do have nice like comic books inside and things like that.
Oh yes.
So that's good. Then I have
all the same disc.
Sorry?
They're probably all the same disc inside as well.
Absolutely. Then I have a double version with it's still got stickers on it, right? It won't come off. Warzone and thingy.
That's a good one.
Right. Carrot, wait there, I'm not done.
Oh, we're not done. All right, hang on. It's only a 2-hour stream.
I have a Steelbook DVD for it.
Ooh, that's shiny. Is it plastic? Wrapped in plastic still?
Yep, hold on. Don't go nowhere. Then I have that's another UK release.
Oh yeah, there you go. That matches my VHS.
Yeah, that's my least favourite, but I hate this poster. I dislike it.
Because Travolta's on it.
Then we have this region 1, which is quite a nice release. Sort of comes off.
Yeah, that's good. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, and it opens up that way.
How long did you spend trying to open it before you found that out?
Yeah, with a Tim Bradstreet. That's the stuff that would have formed the animated sequence.
Yes, okay.
Based on his art. Well, it is his art. It's not based on his art. Hold on, I'm not done. I feel like I'm lost.
Well, let's carry on. Oh, it's going ahead of it.
Wait there. All right, Blu-rays now. So I have I think it's Canadian.
Oh, that one's a good one. That's what proper lenticular should do.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
Like that underneath.
Ooh.
Okay. Then I have the German release.
Oh.
That has the theatrical and the extended 17-minute longer cut on it. 2 discs.
Right.
It's quite cheap, that. Germany's always good. Then we have, this Steelbook here. Okay, I've got two magnets stuck on this. So I've got a lenticular there that got someone to do for me.
Right.
And on that side, it's got that as a magnet, which Matt had sent to me for my birthday.
It's a nice one.
Yeah. Underneath, it's that style of Steelbook.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hold on, I ain't done yet.
Get on with it. The film's nearly over.
I know it is. Then
It's only the Travolta part, so all right.
Yeah, this
that's a good one.
This is the Best Buy exclusive from America for the film.
Nice.
Yeah. The 4K's in the TV at the moment.
Of course it is.
Yes. All right. That's it for them films. That's my that's all the versions of the film I've got.
Just in case one of them breaks, you need to watch it quickly.
That's right. But then I do have
yes. That's...
Dirty Laundry, Thomas Jane's return to the character.
Yeah, I watched that again today, and that's awesome. Or yesterday. That was awesome, that is.
Yeah, obviously bootleg. It's a non-for-profit film anyway. Yeah. But also on this disc, I actually have Batman Dead End. which is another short made by a geezer called Sandy Cholera, where Batman fought Predator and Alien.
Yeah,
Worth looking
I
up.
haven't seen that one.
Batman Dead End. It's about 9 minutes long. It's on YouTube, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
It was done before Batman. It was done before Batman Begins. It's that old, but it's really worth a watch.
Okay.
With Alien and Predator. It's fantastic. But there we go. Sorry.
So yes,
Oh,
Nick
took over the stream.
agrees your technically it's on your stream as well. Totally agreed on your bootleg Blu-rays.
Thank you very much.
But you're a robbing sod. So, all right, lads. I didn't know he was a Punisher fan. I booked this thing, and then there he goes. He's got all the stuff. I didn't realize. He's never mentioned it.
No, I haven't.
Although he has promised after the stream he will never mention it again.
Warzone next.
Hey, HF Movie Productions.
You have to do all three. You have to do all three now. Come on. Be
All
fair.
right. Hey, Mike. How are you?
I do have the the novelization as well from back in the day.
That's nice.
I like,
Which
I like
cut is that
old
one?
books. Old books.
Yeah,
smell
the smell of
fantastic.
old books is nice.
You can't beat
You're
that.
saying it's an old book. It's what? 19
20.
years.
Yeah, nearly 20-year-old. Yeah,
Is it a first edition?
it is.
I think.
Oh, yes.
My major problem with the film is there are a lot of action, especially compared to Warzone. Oh, there isn't a lot of action. I was reading that. I thought, hang on, Warzone, yeah.
Oh, that don't bother me.
But
I still think it's the best Punisher film.
although Travolta doesn't have much to do in this one compared to like Face Off.
No, he doesn't. But this has
Sword
got a
Fish.
fantastic. This has got a fantastic cast in it.
Hmm.
You know, Roy Scheider,
Yeah.
actor. John Travolta was very good. What's his face there? Oh
Yep.
my god, what's his name?
How many times have you seen this?
Loads. He was the bad guy in The Postman.
Yes,
Oh,
that's him.
and he was in Falling Skies, a TV series.
Someone will tell us in a minute because I can't be bothered to look it up. But yeah, he'll come to us in a minute. But yeah, there's a lot of good character actors in this. Are we going to start? Oh, are we going to get to the Mad Max reference at the start? Yes, I was halfway through making a video that's today that I sent that they did homage Mad Max the first bit when his family are killed. It's pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
Down to the fact that Thomas Jane wears the same clothes.
Yes, you did show me that.
I did. Wait, no, I was forced to watch the first Punisher movie. Forced? Dolph? You can never be forced to watch a Dolph film.
Great film.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Samantha Mathis? So she was in Broken Arrow with
John
Travolta.
Travolta.
She was in Super Mario Brothers with, and Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater. So she was around Fern Gully again with Christian Slater, but then she disappeared. Maybe she became a mom or something.
Right.
Kevin Nash. There we go. Who is Kevin Nash? Because is he a wrestler?
But he is, isn't he? Yeah. You know that, don't you?
I don't know.
Is he? I think he's a wrestler. Yeah,
You're the expert here.
because he cut
He
his
does.
hair with this, didn't he?
Yeah, apparently he did that well. He had to have it done for the film, but then he had a bet with someone,
Yeah.
one of the rivals. No, if he lost the match, he'd get his haircut. But I think he was doing it anyway. So
Tom Jane done about 7 weeks.
I was just going to say that, looking at his body there. So yeah, he did 7 weeks training with Navy SEALs and working out all the time just to get fit.
Yeah, I just naturally look that way.
Yeah, look at me. Look at that. This t-shirt's tearing itself apart trying to get off me.
I know this
Hulking out here. Oh, Ray Stephen is the most accurate Punisher in Rob's humble opinion.
Ray Stevenson is, I'd say, visually the most accurate. Totally agree. He looks like the Jerry Conway and John Romita Senior art of the Punisher and things like that. When Jerry Conway wrote it back then.
Okay, my favorite is Dolph Lundgren. There you go.
But I think Tom
correct.
Jane beats Ray Stevenson in character.
Yeah. Because there would have been a sequel.
Ray Stevenson's got some good nuances to him, and he knows how. His holding of the weapons was fantastic. But Tom Jane's just got something.
Yeah, because there was going to be a sequel, but none of the director, the star, and the Marvel couldn't come to a.
That's still a bone of contention for me because I followed that at the time because I wanted a sequel. I wanted to see Thomas Jane again,
Yeah.
and he was pushing for it. He was pushing hard and hard and hard. And I remember when he's gone. He's always leaving me alone.
Carry on.
Well, yeah. So Thomas Jane was pushing hard and hard for a sequel to be made, and I remember following it at the time continuously until the point that he said, "I've got to step away from this now. You know, I've got to focus on other projects." And then almost instantaneously, it was like they then announced the next Punisher film without him. He's gone, isn't he? He's not, you know, he's abandoned me. I don't know. There we go. Gareth's legged it. So, I guess I'll take over these videos now. I know he's back.
The microphones were requested, so you have to go. Right, where are we at?
Don't know.
Right, so
I was saying some unkind things about you while you were gone.
that's all right. I'll replay it and edit them out later.
That's all right.
Stevenson had the build of Frank Castle, but Tom and Jane gets the emotional anger part. So yeah, they say he's better in the first half of this because he has to emote a lot more and be happy, sad, angry, and all this. But he's pissed off more for the rest of it. I can't blame him. He might be a bit miffed as well with all this going on.
I mean, they did completely rework obviously the origin story.
I was going to ask because how does he survive?
What? When? In the comic?
Well, in this, because he gets blown up, shot, and then just has a rest and comes back a month later.
Oh, it's plot armor. That's how he's But there you go. You got Roy Scheider, fantastic actor.
Apparently, he's only in it because he was the neighbour of the director.
That's right, Jonathan Hensleigh.
Yes.
Hensleigh.
Yeah, what is it? Who? The budget originally was going to be 65 million, which is about average for an action film back then, but they got slashed to 30 million. So you had to do a lot of rewrites on the hoof.
Yeah. Still, didn't work out bad.
No, the film is very good still. Oh, hang on. I love the first half of Warzone, but it goes shit. So the first movie would be his favourite. Okay.
I think a problem with Warzone for me is tonally. It just doesn't vibe tonally all the way through.
Yeah, we'll get to that next time. The Punisher is not supposed to be emotional. He's supposed to be semi-human.
Well, once he had his, once his wife and that dies, then he's dead inside, isn't he?
Yeah.
But before that,
Thomas Jane should have had a bigger career. Yeah, his film Standard, where very underrated. Yeah, where he plays a bank. Is it an undercover policeman, a bank robber, or a bank robber? The most famous bank robber in South Africa, or something, isn't it?
Well, I watched his new film the other day, didn't I?
Oh yes.
One Ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it was in London because from the front, it's like a western. It's only when you look at the back of the poster it shows London.
That's right. Yes.
Thomas Jane, can't read. Wonder if AJ will show off his Frank Castle thong.
You got to wait for Warzone for that one.
Oh, you got Luke on your live on Sunday, have you?
Yes, I've got Luke on Sunday.
Apparently, well, you gave me the link the other day and said, come on at 6 o'clock. So I'll get ready, 5 to 6, and you're finishing. So what's the point?
Well, there you go. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Fuck. That's on me, obviously. The Irish guy blowing up while sitting on the crapper was priceless, though. Spoilers. I feel myself aging. Bloody hell. He's a teenager. What's up, AJ, from Zach D?
Hi, Zach. How you doing? From America.
So, yeah, here we go. The plot thickens. So, as you said, from the extended cut, you find out who gave up the goods on Frank.
And you do. There's a whole subplot, isn't there? And
Yeah, gambling debt is repaid.
yes, and well, he might as well. He gives him the option to kill himself, doesn't he?
Yes.
Light on. Alexa,
Yeah.
switch on the light. Better.
I was going to say something to make you play music or something, but I'm not going to know. I think Punisher 2004 is super underrated.
Absolutely.
His family. Look at this bitch. Kill his whole family. Someone called Matt V Movies is here.
That's super sexy having a woman like that, isn't it? As harsh as that.
And he just nods. So yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
When he gave her them diamonds in this, they were actually real, apparently.
Yeah, apparently $1 million diamond earrings.
That's right.
Chucking them around willy-nilly. This has a surprisingly smart script for what it is. It's a Yojimbo story, but it's done in a way that feels fresh, I think.
Now,
yeah, the revenge.
Let me go into this film. So,
oh, look what you've done, Franz.
What's that?
Set you off on something.
No, so this here, this book is called Welcome Back, Frank. Right. This is a 12-part comic story that came about in the early 2000s.
Right.
What happened was the Punisher. Why can I hear myself?
I can hear you. No, I'm all right.
All right. So, so what happened was the Punisher in the comics had fizzled out, become a bit boring, Marvel had oversaturated. Then in the late 90s, they attempted to bring him back as an angel of death, literally like he had died off page and came back as an angel for heaven, a demon for heaven. He had all heaven's weapons inside his coat and all this nonsense, and he had this silly glowing thing on his head. So then, obviously, that failed because it was rubbish. And then in the year 2000, thereabouts, we got a story written by Garth Ennis and drawn by a late artist called Steve Dillon, called Welcome Back, Frank, which then brought the Punisher back into the mainstream again, made him very big, very popular character. And this film was based heavily upon that book. A lot of the characters in this film are from that comic story.
Yeah, was it the Russian and the people he stays with in the house and stuff like that, isn't it?
That's right, yeah. Yeah.
So, the best Punisher film, of course, Kevin Nash is arrested. Of course he is. I knew that. That's how far back I am. Hang on, let's crack through this because everyone's going to die. 35-year-old Jane could have made a good Bond. As an American. Is he American, really? Or I guess he is.
I believe so, yeah.
Evening Nos from both channels. What a terrible host, I know. I'm not the host.
No,
he's
right now, I'm leaving
on
me.
his channel. As I previously said,
What's
he
that?
prefers Dolph.
What, sorry?
He prefers Dolph.
Oh.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, no. Right.
So apparently most of the people in this party scene are actually stunt people, especially the children are stunt people.
Okay.
Well, a fact you didn't know. There you go, I win. And then, yeah, she calls this a stingray, but it's a crab, isn't it? A horseshoe crab, I believe they're called. Is this Marvel? It is a Marvel film. You missed the opening titles. I keep forgetting they go this far back. Bang. One shot. Mum goes down. I haven't got any of the Clerks films.
Have you not?
No, I don't know why.
Solid
But
film.
it is. Fifth Real Rat, yeah. Plot armor, what is this? Scream 6. We're not starting a Scream 6 discussion again. Oh, he saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It was great. If it wasn't so long, I'd probably nip to the cinema to watch it.
That was good. Guardians 3 is good.
Indeed. Favorite?
I've got another
favorite
video tomorrow coming. Sorry?
Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. We're half an hour behind on.
Okay, yeah. No, I've got another video tomorrow moaning about thingy.
Oh, Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise, yeah. That'll upset some people.
It won't upset me because I'll probably agree with you after I watched it last night.
See, now, like I said, I'll say this. I said this in the first Punisher. In the comics, obviously, his origin is that his family and are gunned down in the park. Right, just him, his wife, and 2 kids. They oversee a killing by the mob. So they're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. No link to them whatsoever, and they get gunned down seeing it. And then that's his driving force to keep going, because when he starts his, becomes Punisher, he never, because he doesn't know the people that killed his family.
Yes.
He never knows whether he's done enough and whether he's ever caught them people. So that's what drives him on and on and on. So the one thing about the Punisher films and the TV show that annoy me really is they make it about a revenge. They make it a revenge story.
Yeah, I guess it's for
and
people get upset.
That does bug me.
People
and this
upset.
film does go over the top. I mean, it's his entire family that's wiped out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Aunts, uncles, well, both 2 families, her family as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of early Marvel films apart from this one. Probably this one. If not, I guess Spider-Man was Sony film, so they don't count.
Well, this was Lionsgate.
Yeah.
They're all Marvel. This is a Marvel.
Yeah, it is Marvel, is it?
It was still the part. They still because Marvel were going into bankruptcy.
They'll be doing that again soon.
Oh yeah. But they were going into bankruptcy, and that's why they sold out all their film rights to different companies, Punisher included.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sony were the only ones to retain rights to stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying that Universal, I think, has Hulk come to an end now? Hulk may have ended the rights thing.
Yeah, it's all weird, their licensing. Right, here we go. So, if that guy hadn't grabbed Frank's leg, he would have saved them. Yeah, they slashed the budget nearly by half, which is ridiculous. But luckily, we still got some good stuff coming up. He did have a small part in Nemesis. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, he was totally nude in it, and he gets killed off very quickly. But that was about 10 years before this.
And he was in Deep Blue Sea.
He is that. Yeah, he's a badass in that.
He is indeed.
Also, the Punisher would never have dinner with some weird neighbor's kids. Would he, AJ?
Also, the Punisher would never have dinner with some weird neighbor's kids. Oh, are we talking about later on in the film?
Has he not? Have you not seen Rebecca, whatever, Stamos, Rob?
Well, the thing is, right?
Hello, man.
I don't want to be that person, but
again.
Give me 1 sec.
Hang on, you carry on. I'll get the comments. I have seen Punisher 2004, but it's been a while. It's a good one. It is. Still holds up 20 years later. He's beaten up by a naked Deborah Schultz, and it was his first role. Yes, there you go. That was it. I was trying to think of. AJ, you just set off my tablet. Yeah, there you go. I knew you'd do something talking.
Did I? Let's see where he first met.
Who do you think they'll get for an MCU Punisher? Ooh. Are they even going to bother?
Well, they are. They're doing bringing back thingy, that Walking Dead guy.
Thingy.
What's his name?
Berthenol.
That's it.
Berthenol.
John Bernthal.
Anyway, yeah, we've got the Daredevil and they're under a truck.
I will show you this first. Do you know the scene in the TV series of The Punisher in Daredevil, where he's got Daredevil chained up? on the rooftop. That's directly out of this lifted from this book.
It's nice when they make an effort.
And the characters of Jane, Dave, and Bumbo, the big fella, are from this book here. I'm just trying to find it.
What is your favourite Carry On film? Because me and Mike are doing Carry On Girls on Saturday night at 10 p.m. It's only a PG, but there's even some cross-dressing in it.
What's AJ's favourite Carry On film? Carry On. What's the guillotine? One with the guillotine set during
Henry?
the French. What?
Is it Henry?
No, I don't think so. The French
Don't lose
Revolution.
your head. That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Here we go. Is this the German extended cut? No, dodgy VHS copy. Yeah, this is the dodgy VHS copy. Rare VHS copy, I think you'll find. I got
that. All right, so you do have stuff in here with Punisher and the girl Jane.
Who?
Rebecca Romaine.
Oh, right.
Right. All the characters in this film that he lives with are actually from the comics. And he lives in the same apartment as them. And the Russian fight scene that comes up is all, where is it? Where's the page? It's there.
There it is.
It's all taken directly from this comic book here.
There we go.
So it is, in fact, them elements of the story are taken from the books. He does form a friendship with those people in that flat.
Oh, he's down.
But I will say that this era of Garth Ennis's violence was very Looney Tunes.
Well,
it wasn't until... Go on,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was just to say Stan Lee didn't like any of it, the Punisher, really, apart from he named him.
Yeah, Stanley had nothing to do with the Punisher's creation, apart from changing him from the Assassin to saying, "Oh, the Punisher." Call him the Punisher.
Because, yeah, I don't know. His name's on this, but I don't think he was even anywhere near it.
No.
Creative-wise.
No, because he, like I said, nothing to do with it whatsoever.
Too violent for him.
I was going to say something else. I've forgotten.
He'll come back.
He probably will.
You've upset Nos because it's not Carry On Camping or Screaming. Those are two good ones, but
I haven't seen a Carry On film for God knows how long.
Because you get offended so easily, isn't it?
Sorry?
Because you get offended so easily.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You're disgusted by them.
I am.
The scene with his wife. Yeah, there you go. It's pure Mad Max vibes because it is literally ripping off Mad Max 79. Homage. Sorry, some homage.
Homage.
Yeah, they admitted that.
But it's not from the comics.
Wearing. Might get around to making a video about it tomorrow. Oh, fans might see it tomorrow night. Might. It's not. People are put off, I think, but it's a good film apparently. They should have made a sequel with only Thomas Jane as Punisher killing bad guys. This one was a good start, in my opinion, but it's not enough for Punisher fans like me.
No, like I said, it's a shame that Thomas Jane didn't get a chance to do a sequel, direct sequel to it. It really is.
Well, you saw the 10 minutes of Dirty Laundry, so it just needed another an hour and 20. How much budget would that need?
Well, this is it. They were going to do a sequel to. There was plans to do a sequel to Dirty Laundry. You know, another bootleg universe one, and they were going to have Gina Carano in it as the female Punisher.
Nice.
The character called Lynn Michaels from the comics, who took on the mantle when Frank Castle vanished.
Or go on. Why did he vanish?
It was in a storyline called Suicide Run, and they thought he'd been killed, but he'd actually been trapped somewhere. And so all these other individuals came out to carry on the mantle of him. I said this last time, where you had this female cop do it.
Oh yeah.
People like just, sort of fat, overweight couch potatoes put on a Punisher t-shirt and go out and try and do it, and then they just got killed straight away. So it was a good sort of
it's a good idea.
narrative of what would happen if you really tried to do it.
Yeah,
you'd just be killed straight away. That sort of thing happened to some of them.
Yeah, that's the first thing that happened, wasn't it?
Yeah. There was a yuppie guy that done it, who got dressed up and done it, and Punisher had to stop them all in the end. Or stop a few of them because they went over across the line. But the Lynn Michaels character they didn't do much with her, which was a shame.
Right.
But they did plan on introducing her in a sequel to Dirty Laundry. It just never came to pass.
Yeah. Because they were wearing hockey pants.
And unfortunately, Thomas Jane's looking
aged out
now. Sorry?
Aged out of it.
Yeah, he's looking. I mean, you got to remember, this is 20 years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Long time.
It does set up that his wife could be having an affair, but Travolta's got a pipe.
These are the earrings that he gives her. He gives them yeah.
So there's two actors in this from other Marvel products. What are they?
Ben Foster is in it.
Yeah.
He's Angel in small role in X-Men 3. And Rebecca Romaine, who's Mystique.
Will Patton was the name we couldn't think of.
Will Patton, that's it, yeah.
Because it says in here, his bio says he's a right ruthless bastard and is a sadistic killer and all this. But then every time someone gets killed that he's watching, he goes, "Ooh, don't like that."
Oh, what? Travolta?
No, Will Patton. But he always shies away from all the violence. Franz is watching Evil Dead tonight. Evil Dead Rise, sorry. Well, wait for AJ's opinion tomorrow. Spoilers.
It's actually my second video. I've done because I rewatched it.
Oh, you did rewatch it.
See if I could get more from it. I did get more from it.
We'll say that for tomorrow.
Yeah.
The origin of Frank Castle sounds similar to Paul Kersey in Death Wish, which also lost track of the character who was in the sequels.
It's funny you should say that, because obviously Punisher came about in the 70s, in 1974, and that was an era of cinema where the revenge film was big. Do you know what I mean? Most films of that era, you had a load of films of that era that were those sort of revenge type movies. So essentially, even though the Punisher was loosely based upon a book character, the origins also lie within cinema of that era,
right?
That they took and they adapted, and that's one of the reasons why this is such a difficult character to bring to the screen, because through the years in the comics, he's always been influenced by cinema. His physique changed to mirror that in the comics of Schwarzenegger and Stallone around those eras. So he became massive and bulkier. And then, so essentially you've got a character that's almost spun out of film into comics, and then you're trying to spin him back into film in a time where the revenge story is more of a niche audience. It's not as big as they used to be.
Okay.
And also he's a very one-dimensional character.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
Because how long has he been away? Because his bullet wound on his chest is fully healed.
Well, how long's he been away here?
Yeah, it doesn't actually give you a time.
5 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yes, thank you. Has this been released on 4K? The Blu-ray transfer isn't very good. What's your 4K like? Reflected in your glasses?
I'm watching the 4K now. It's pretty good. 4K's on the TV. It's not been released on 4K in this country, though. In the UK. In America, this is the import, Best Buy exclusive steelbook that I got.
No. And where does Frank get all his equipment from here? I know normally he steals money from people he kills, doesn't he? But in this, he seems to start off with a lot of stuff already.
Well, I ain't got the answers, have I? Why are you asking me?
You're a fucking Punisher expert. many times have you seen this film? Read the books? You got the novelization.
Yeah, but this doesn't tell you where he gets all that stuff from. He's just got it. Okay, let's just accept it.
Yeah. Francis heard Blade is going to be PG-13, and he suspects Punisher will be the same.
Yeah, well, with Blade, they're not making him a vampire hunter; they're making him a monster hunter, aren't they?
Yeah.
The minute that I was saying this in one of my lives, the minute the violence is not aimed at humans, and it's aimed at monsters, you can get away with far more at a lower rating. How they handle the Punisher is that's a difficult one. I don't know, because there's a lot of controversy in America at the moment with the character, with them Marvel not wanting to use the skull logo because it being used by hate groups and other people like that. That's why in the comics at the moment, the Punisher isn't this Punisher. They've changed him up quite extensively to be something else.
Yeah, and the Blade's been postponed for the 100th time because of the writer's strike now.
That's right, yeah.
Right. AK Movies is here. Good evening to
you. Hiya, AK. How are you doing?
The scene on the pier is very Mad Max. Yep. Just a tad. No 4K. I know. Yeah, no UK 4K.
No UK. US.
I think the Punisher film in 2004 with Thomas Jane. I love the trailer. I've still not seen it. I know you love the Punisher character.
Who, me? Right. That's the 4K. That's the 4K release I've got for the Punisher. If you're wondering, you can see I don't know where the camera is. There's a 4K logo there.
Amateur hour. I can see it. I can see us on the screen. Hello. It looks like a real film. It's isn't overly color graded. Yeah, it does have that real look, which is nice. I will at some point watch it. My dad was a huge Carry On films back in the day. Yep, everyone that age loves some Carry On. I'm buying that DVD box set of the Carry Ons. I'm fed up waiting for the Blu-rays. Yeah, there's only a few of them that are on individual Blu-rays, I think, which is weird. I thought they were all owned by the same people. I always liked Jane as an actor. I thought he should have had a bigger career. Yeah,
totally agree. He should have done.
Yeah, after seeing him in like Deep Blue Sea and stuff like that, no wonder he got the Punisher part. But he could have been a good action star.
At least after Deep Blue Sea, he decided to have his ears pinned back. If you watch that film again, just take a look.
No, I'm never going to unsee that. Lots of Blu-rays coming out on the 16th, the day after, before my birthday. The new Ant-Man, Operation Fortune, the new Ip Man, and more. Nice.
Have you seen Operation Fortune, Gareth?
Which one's that? Is that the
Guy Ritchie?
Yeah, James Bond style film, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
I doubt the blues will ever come, France.
Now, this scene here, where he does this torture from Getter with the ice lolly, is actually taken from the comic book as well.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's very easy to produce. Isn't this character, or is it under a different name? And isn't there a Mickey or something in the book as well? But
there is someone else in this film that is.
Yeah, who is it? I can't remember who it is. The
book.
Saints aren't in the books. They're made
No,
for this.
No, they're not. I can't remember. You don't have a lot of support cast in the comics.
No, I guess not.
Right, even this group of people here, you know, the flatmates that are here, they didn't really remain past this 12-issue run. It's this very solo-centric character, and like I said before, he doesn't even have a rogues gallery because they're all dead.
Yeah, pretty useless. Yeah,
unlike Batman and Spider-Man and all that, you've got a rogues gallery. Punisher doesn't. I know you've got Jigsaw that keeps returning, but that's about it. Everyone else is dead.
Low lives and gangsters. Mayan always thinks this film needs a new installment. Yes, maybe we'll get an R-rated one another day.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Punisher if they do go ahead and do Armor Wars.
Yeah,
I think they'll put Punisher in a suit because
shooting robots.
they did in the comics. He got hold of the War Machine suit at one point, sprayed his skull on it and all that. And at that point, if you've done that, you take away the violence, you take away the realism of it, of a man going out and committing these. Well, he's a murderer, really, isn't he?
It's him, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? But the minute you do that, you put him in a suit, you take away. It's all becomes fantastical.
I didn't realize there was titties in this.
Gina Carano is problematic. Well, I like Gina Carano. I'll still watch what she does.
She's still a badass.
I've got no
What's your
issue.
favorite superhero video, Tasties, mate? What's your most Marvel or DC character? My question is to you. And the Batman, I think. But yeah, I grew up with the old Superman. So that's Christopher Reeve as Superman and Michael Keaton as Batman. I'm far too old. Hey, Dr. Bostle, who's this? Who's got the bigger weapon? AJ or Tasties? Right. Settle this now. Just give me a minute to warm up. You go first there, AJ. The only Punisher film I've seen is a Dolph Lundgren version. Well, all three are pretty good action films, aren't they? Just different versions.
The weakest for me is the third one.
Yeah.
For reasons
that we'll get in next month. Must be a real ball ache finding the original elements to do a proper restorations of those films. Yeah, that's what we're thinking about these films, isn't it?
Yeah.
And how do you know it's exactly what the cinematographer wanted you to see? But yeah, his plan is very good, even though he could just go there and pop her in the head and be done with it.
Well, at least it gives it a bit of story instead of just...
Yeah. I think that's what they were going for, because people said it's very similar to License to Kill, where he goes undercover, following them all around and getting them to fight each other first. He's a sadist, this guy, apparently. Indeed, fans, I myself need to get the complete set soon. Yes, yeah. Oh, I guess that's talking about the Carry On films. That's how far we are. Watch it, guys. Love Walk on Always Believe. Love 2004 Punisher. Not seen it in yonks. Maybe 6 years. John Travolta playing a great villain. Kevin Nash portrayal of a huge guy is great. And Thomas Jane is perfect as the Punisher. Yeah.
He certainly is. Totally.
Did he do this thing in the comics with the gravestone? Put it somewhere the bad guys could see it.
He may have done. There's been so many sort of... It sounds like the sort of thing that he would do, yes. There's been plenty of things with gravestones. There's ones where this is the problem is when you've had his kids and his wife's gravestone removed and put somewhere for him to find and things like that. And then his kids and wife their bodies were dug up and...
Oh dear. Yeah. This the Punished film is and will be the best film ever. Probably will be, because it's going to be a long time before we get anything like this. I think you would like this film, Doctor. It's not the most original film in the world, but it's not meat-headed like you would think. Yeah, that is true. If you like your revenge films. Was Punisher ever in the same comics as the Fantastic Four?
That's a good question. Has he ever met the Fantastic Four?
He's been with Spider-Man.
Yes, he has. I'm having a look in the back of this.
All right, you carry on for that while I go through this. The first Death Wish film was 74, incidentally. There we go. I need to check out your channel. Yes, indeed. Check me out. I'll check you out. Why not? For a long time, I thought it was Christopher Lambert playing the Punisher, but it was Thomas Jane. They do look alike. And I always thought Thomas Jane played Raiden in Mortal Kombat, but vice versa. Yes.
Interestingly,
Yeah,
Christopher Lambert was a choice for the Punisher back in the day, wasn't he?
That is true. Yes.
When they done thingy. Now, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it in here. I know it's in here.
Christopher Reeve, yes. Didn't have always the best films. Well, they haven't really done a great, apart from the first Superman film, have they? I always enjoyed Punisher Warzone, which is very underrated, but I've never seen the Dolph Lundgren's Punisher. I only found out a few days ago Dolph played the Punisher. Oh dear.
Wow.
That's the 89 version. Apparently Punisher kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes, that is exactly the book that I'm looking for.
We haven't got time for you to go to your library.
No, that's right. That's what I'm actually looking through. In the back of this hardback is the Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. In which
spoilers.
He's just killed Doctor Doom in there. He blows up the X-Men with a nuke.
Why has he gone rogue?
He doesn't go rogue. What he comes to realise is that the villains, the heroes inspire the villains to start doing stuff. The villains wouldn't exist if the heroes didn't exist. See what I mean?
Ah, yes.
So he decides to take them all out, the whole lot, until literally there is none left. And it ends with him putting the gun in his mouth because he realises he's the only person left.
Oh, there you go. Spoilers for that one too. Who's playing Blade? It's like a guy, I can't pronounce his name. He was in True Detective season 3. And Green Book.
Yeah, there's the bit. That's where he sticks the gun to his chin.
Boom.
After killing Daredevil, Matt Murdock. But yeah, so there you go.
I enjoyed all the Blade films, guys. Wesley Snipes is fantastic. Yeah, apart from when he didn't want to be in the third one.
Wesley Snipes. I'm not a big fan of Wesley Snipes, right? But he was well cast as he was Blade.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
He made that his own, didn't he? Really?
Yes, he was Blade.
What is Blade in the original comics? He's like an Irish guy, isn't he? Or something?
Blade's not really a character that I've really read, to be honest.
I thought he was like a white Irish guy in the original comics.
Oh no, not that. Not Blade.
Oh,
there might have been another character named Blade.
That's where I'm getting it from.
Like how there's another character named Punisher before this, and they gave the name to this character.
That's probably where I got it from.
Even Ghost Rider. There was a Ghost Rider before Ghost Rider.
Yeah, and a Captain Marvel.
Yeah, there was.
Shazam.
Yes.
Fantastic edition on 4K. If you're in America, if you love something, pray it doesn't become popular because modern Hollywood, etc., will destroy it. Dungeons and Dragons is being written out as not to upset people.
I turned that. I started watching that and I switched it off.
So did I. It's got about 15 minutes. Fuck this.
The thing was, I watched it a few days after watching Operation Fortune,
right?
In which Hugh Grant gave a fantastic performance, right, as he did in The Gentleman as well. Guy Ritchie got a brilliant performance out of him, and then I have to go watching Hugh Grant in Dungeons and Dragons, and I just felt you poor sap, you poor fella. I feel so sorry for you.
2.25 hours as well. I thought, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah, no, I had to turn it off. I couldn't do it. It was it was awful.
Frank Castle's part of CTU in this, so he's up against Jack Bauer. Damn it.
Yeah, counter-terrorism unit. That's right. But he was just a copper in the comics.
A Monster Hunter, fucking bullshit. I've always thought that the reason R-rated movies fell out of favor was called Lord of the Rings, which also had monsters being eviscerated.
No, I mean it's like you got to think, right? Terminator 3, Rise of the Machine. Yes. That was rated 12A when it came out in the cinema, right? And there's some scenes in it that are pretty violent. The scenes where he's fighting what's her face. And the arm scene, that's the one scene that I always surprised got through.
Yeah.
But when he's throwing her through the toilets, when they're fighting in the toilet and they're through the sinks and all that, it's pretty violent. It's a pretty violent scene. But because thematically it's two robots fighting and not two people, it doesn't affect the age rating too much. The
Yeah.
same way that if you'd done an Alien versus Predator film and you had very little human element in it, an Alien versus Predator, the first one, did do this. Because a lot of the violence is creature on creature, it doesn't fall under a high certificate.
Yeah.
Because thematically it's not anything.
Yeah. So if you have something with green blood, you're okay.
Yeah. So the
That's
minute you have
remarkable.
Blade fighting other monsters, being a monster hunter, thematically now you've taken it away. All right, vampires are monsters, but they're humanoid looking, and vampires are always synonymous with violence anyway. So you would get a high rating because of vampires. But the minute you make it monsters and not vampires, thematically you've now reduced that
Yeah.
you know, and you can get away with loads of stuff.
Yeah, there you go. They really fucked Jane on Bullet the Head. He was meant to team up with Stallone, but Joel Sylvan fired him because he was white. Yeah, because they got the Momoa in it, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the bad guy. And then you got, is it the Asian guy?
And I haven't watched it.
Yeah, okay.
Haven't seen it. I've got it. I picked it up the other day for a quid to watch.
It's a good film. How did the D&D film upset people? I enjoyed the Honor Among Thieves movie and yet to see people complain.
Did it upset people? I don't know.
Well, the director said that they purposely made the men stupid and useless and
I did get that.
fun at them. But yeah. What's your thoughts on Meg 2 trailer, guys? I loved it. I like Jason Statham as an actor. It's fantastic. I don't watch trailers, so I've seen plenty of the posters flying around, but I hated the first. Well, I didn't enjoy the first film on first watch, but I watch it and enjoy it more because it is a good shark film.
They're good. They're decent throwaway movies.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed the first one, but it's lacking something. There's something it lacks.
Yeah, that's true.
And the second one I feel is going to be the same. It will lack. I have read the books. I've read the first 3 books of the Meg series, and the books are better. The books are far better.
Oh, yeah.
All the stuff with the dinosaur that you see. Oh, you ain't seen the trailer, have you? All that at the beginning of the film, because that's how it is in the book. It's just a flashback to prehistoric times when the Megs were in the ocean.
Are still in the ocean, I think you'll find.
All right, are still in the ocean.
You think the Earth is flat? I think it's got full of Megs. I will pick up Meg 1. I have not seen it yet, guys. It looks fantastic. Yeah, it's a fun time. You'll enjoy it.
It's fun. It's fun. Statham's good in it. I took my kids to see it at the cinema, Meg 1, and fire alarms went off right at that scene. Literally, you know the scene where the shark comes up to the glass where the little girls fall, and the glass shark comes up, and then it chomps the glass.
Yeah.
Literally at the point when it was just as it was about to chomp the glass,
oh, nuts!
Cut off. All the fire alarms went off, and we had to evacuate.
That's what it's, yeah. It's a shame. The fact that D&D movie was made by the same people as the terrible Vacation reboot fills me with dread. Is that true? I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Gareth, a 15-year-old, is in the chat. Lol. Yeah. Oh, it's before the watershed. Sorry. It was AJ swearing.
I don't swear in my videos.
He's known for that. I agree. Old Superman fantastic. Plus, Mike Keaton is my favorite, all-time favorite Batman. Yeah, childhood favorite. Yeah, he's a good one. I'm talking about the game. They retconned various elements of the. I've never played D&D. I
haven't.
Monopoly takes long enough. The game has been neutered. Orcs can be good now.
And why not?
That. Yeah. Orc power. Thomas Jane, best Punisher character, happened to Marvel's best cast they selected. Yeah.
Totally, okay. Totally.
Yeah. So Robert, was it Foster? Not Robert Foster. What's his name? Foster. Ben Foster. So all but one of his piercings are fake.
His name in this is Dave.
Dave.
Yeah. in the comics, he's actually called Spacker Dave. He was, that's true. He was Spacker Dave.
And there we go. Christopher Lambert is a true legend. That is true. I had that comic. Oh, Rob's got comics too.
Not the Garth Ennis. Welcome back, Frank.
I need to watch the Punisher film. I think I'm going to love the Punisher character from Marvel because I love action films. Well, yeah, these are good thrillers. Do you collect comics? I've got old comics, not new ones. I got Batman from the early 90s. I got Aliens, Terminator.
Oh, what, from Dark Horse?
I don't know.
That would
I don't know.
It would have been. Sorry, no, it's a silly question because the only companies to have released Aliens comics are Dark Horse and more recently Marvel, since Disney bought 20th Century Fox. So your Alien comics would have fallen under would have been Dark ones. Yes.
I tried to collect film tie-in ones as well. So
yeah,
like I got RoboCop and a few like that.
RoboCop has been through various different companies as a comic.
I remember listening to the commentary on the Punisher 2004 DVD, and apparently when Thomas Jane hits his head on the wall, they said it was a real wall. How? He's lucky he just didn't break his skull or worse. Oh, when's that happen?
I don't know. I think is that scene where he goes through the wall.
Ah, yes, in the fight with the Russian.
Yeah, part of it there, I believe.
Yeah, there's a lot of happens on there. Is Cockney? He aren't doing Cockney and Fortune.
He's doing something, isn't he?
He's doing an accent. I couldn't place it though.
Yeah, it's good though. He's good in it.
He is having a resurgence. I'm looking fantastic, Dragon Triangles. I love the trailer and be getting this film when it comes out on physical media. Yeah, it won't be long.
No, it won't, will it?
It's I think a year from cinema. T3 is rated R in the US, though it still amazes me that it's 12 over here. Yeah, I think it's probably a 15 on VHS, but
yeah, it was 12/8. I took my son to see it. He was 4. There's parent. Yeah. Seriously, I did. He loved it. Yeah.
I mean, it's looking fantastic. It does look good. It is a good-looking film. Yeah. Oh, it's coming out in July. There you go. Are you seeing Fast 10, guys? Not in the cinema.
Do you know what? I've never seen a Fast and Furious at the cinema. I've seen them all. I don't mind them. I don't really like the early ones. I'm one of those people who liked them when they become silly, over the top nonsense.
5th one onwards or something.
Yeah, I could handle them then, but when they were just street racing and in the first 3.
I think I saw the first one in the cinema, and the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9, not the 10. I'm not going to be wasting my time.
Yeah, I've never seen one at the cinema. I've just always caught them when
it was fun. That's exactly what it is. It's fun
when they come out later.
Yeah, Stallone is pretty good in Bullethead, probably because he's the closest to playing the bad guy. Yeah, he's a hitman in that, isn't it? For the gangsters, I agree. Gareth trailers tend to give too much away, very much so. Even screenshots now give so much away. Statham looks good for 55. Bloody hell. He is. Almost good in my shape.
When you get paid that much money for roles, you're gonna.
Well, yeah,
you're gonna stay in shape, aren't you? It's your bread and butter.
Yeah, because where's Expendables 4? That's been like advertised for years, and it still hasn't come out.
Is that the one with Megan Fox in it and stuff?
Yeah, that's the one. Because yeah, exactly. How far back are we hearing about that?
I don't know. Been a while.
If there becomes a new Punisher, who would you like to play Frank Castle? I think Luke Evans or Scott Adkins would make a good Punisher. Well, I'll leave it to the expert for this one.
I'm not good at casting. I'm not good at casting characters in films. I'll tell you that I don't particularly like John Bernthal.
Okay.
He's too much of a bruiser.
That is true.
Frank Castle was never like that. Yeah, it annoys me really. But who would I like? Who could play a good Frank Castle? I don't know. I'm no good at casting.
Does he have to be tall? Is it?
Well, he needs. Yeah, he should be tall. Really, should be a decent size. But movie magic can make you seem tall when you're not.
Yeah.
I mean, what's Tom Jane? No, sorry, this is the character that's from the comics.
Got a different name, isn't he?
And he doesn't carry a guitar and
Or sing.
Yeah. That's the
Apart from that, it's dead on. Because they didn't want him confused with Billy Bob Thornton. So, yeah, it's Harry Heck.
Yes.
But it's something else. Something Harry Heck, isn't it? Or something.
Harry Heck.
So, but they didn't want.
I was just saying, wait, are aliens in the Marvel Universe now? No, they haven't done a Predator. Marvel were publishing Predator comics, Aliens comics, Planet of the Apes, but they haven't crossed them over with the Marvel characters. They've done covers to promote when Aliens and that, when they were doing the Alien series, there were covers with Spider-Man fighting an alien or Spider-Man fighting a Predator, but it had nothing to do with the interior of the comics. They were just sort of variant covers promoting. That being said, the Aliens, comics have appeared with aliens fighting Superman, Green Lantern, Batman, Tarzan. They've done Alien or Predator with Tarzan. Ash from Evil Dead has been in the Marvel Universe.
Has he?
He fought the Marvel Zombies. They done a crossover between
of course they did, didn't they?
Yeah, Dynamite Comics and Marvel. But no, so the Predator and Aliens haven't been crossed into the actual Marvel universe yet, which is surprising. Yeah. I thought they might have done that.
Yeah, because they own Fox, so that's what Predators to Aliens. Yeah, they could easily chuck him in.
They can.
Talking about 2, 3. Who played the TX? Because wow, yeah,
Kristanna Loken.
Yeah, I think she still holds up, doesn't she? Like Ramos or whatever her name is.
Yes. Didn't she stop? I think she stopped acting.
No, she's in Star Trek, isn't she? Oh, which one? Loken.
Kristanna Loken.
Yeah, I think she's done some TV show, didn't she?
She done.
It's like Natasha Hendridge. I confuse all three of them.
Natasha Hendridge done a TV show called She Spies.
Yeah, there's a species joke in that, isn't there? Where she says she's telling some kids because she needs them out of the way. She says species is on cable right now, so they bugger off home to watch it. Imagine why.
Yeah, Rebecca Romaine is in Star Trek.
Right.
Kristanna Loken done a superhero or comic book related TV series called Painkiller Jane.
Wasn't she in an Uwe Boll film as well?
Blood Rain.
That's a
yes.
gaming one as well, wasn't it?
That is. It had 2 sequels.
Fast 7 is the best.
She wasn't in the sequel.
Fast 5 because of the heist.
I can't remember. I can't differentiate.
I can't remember now because Fast 6 is in London.
They all mulge together for me.
They pretty have for me. As for Fast 10, I checked out after Fast 9 because Deep Sea Outfits in Space is the end for me. Yeah, they went to space. I saw the first Fast and Furious in the cinema, but that was it. Okay, yeah. I think because the second one was without Min. Fast and Furious 10 is going to be... Oh, hi, Sean True, my fan. Is going to be split into 2, so there will be Fast and Furious 11. Yeah. Bring a knife to a gunfight. Even a pro should have known that's a flying knife.
Now, they gave him a car in this film because they didn't want to...
What's his normal vehicle then? Is it a motorbike?
No, he has a battle van. No, he doesn't. There was a time when he had a battle van, yes. Which was and you see it in Dirty Laundry.
You see a van.
So that's a nod to his battle van. He doesn't really have a noise. Whatever, he's been in cars. He's been on motorbikes. I think his battle van is the main.
Oh yeah, because he gets this car, this muscle car. He puts a fancy new engine in it, and then he fits it all up protection-wise, and then he just crashes it once 5 minutes later, and then abandons it.
Yeah, there you go.
Money for days. And then he's got this landmine with a pager. How did he get it on there?
Well, we already had that discussion.
Wizard
demanded it be there. Let's not dig too deep into these things.
Sorry. I was trying to find stuff. But there, he's up on the ridge with his skull. There you go. Fast 10 is going to underperform. Everyone got very upset over Fast 9 being shit. Plus, yeah, the budget's probably like 300 million for CGI action. Vin Diesel, brilliant actor in the Fast series. I wish Dwayne Johnson was in the 12th film. I would love to see Hobbs and Shaw back together. Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw.
I enjoyed Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, it didn't need the whole bit at the end in the island, but
I wouldn't say that Vin Diesel's a fabulous actor, though.
he started off all right because, like, before Saving Private Ryan, he was making his own films and stuff.
He was, yes, you're right. Even Spielberg allowed him to direct a small portion of, or a scene or something in Ryan, didn't he?
Yeah, and he was awesome in, what's it called? Pitch Black.
Yes, but I remember the last Fast film, whatever one that was, and he's just monotone all the way through it, and gives one facial expression.
Apparently, he doesn't do any of his action either.
Does he not?
Doesn't even drive over 30 miles per hour, apparently. But yeah. Henry Cavill. He's up for everything, isn't he? Anything you say. James Bond, Henry Cavill. Yeah. Miss Marvel, Henry Cavill. What you got there, Sean? Hang on. If my clicker would work. Can't wait for more amazing movies that are coming out this year. We have got Mission Impossible, which is good. I hope.
But again, they're not films that I often rewatch.
No.
I don't know why.
Too busy watching Barbed Wire for the millionth time.
Probably. But now you put Species in my head, it's going to go.
Oh, Species, yeah, I might catch that later. Bits of it. Only make it about halfway through that film, usually. I would have the Bud Light fella as the new Punisher. Ooh, it could happen. I could see how Cavill playing. Has Cavill played a bad guy?
I don't know.
Morally questionable person, I should say, not bad guy as such. Has Cavill ever acted with his real accent? I don't know, because I was thinking of Sherlock Holmes. That's a bit of a put-on posh accent.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be American in Man from U.N.C.L.E., isn't he? Yeah, Man from U.N.C.L.E. He's supposed to be American. Yeah. Arnie Hammer's the Russian. He was English in Immortals. I only made it halfway through that film too before.
Yeah, I couldn't get into that.
No. Christina Loken's career never really took off. No,
it didn't.
Trust Mike to remember this. Doesn't Alfred Molina bang head stretching Species the lucky sort? That he does. I'm sure he asked for more takes on that one.
Absolutely.
I don't think my arm is in the right place. Blood Rain hurt her career. I think, yeah.
I don't know. Did anyone see it?
Sequel, wasn't it? But I don't know if she was in it.
There was 2 sequels to it.
2 sequels.
No, she wasn't.
Although Statham's in a Uwe Boll film, wasn't it? A Castle, Knights of the Castle, something.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I think Vinnie Jones is in as well, I think. I love physical media, and all films and series should be released because they reach more people. They keep the film and series alive, and you can display them. That is always a nice thing. Yeah. Perusing your own library is very enjoyable, rather than going scroll.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The real. Yes, he did. The man gets around. Yes, that's it. Alfred Molina gets everyone. Fun fact. Hey, Marty, how are you? This takes Emily's. Oh, there you go. Punisher Year One and Garth Ennis. Welcome back, Frank. Another comic book expert here.
That's what we were just discussing because I had. That's just a dust cover because the book's there beside me. I did have Punisher. Welcome back, Frank, here with me. Oh, and the other one, yes.
Is there an old man Frank, like old man Logan?
Is there an old man? They haven't done an old man Frank story like that. They've done Punisher: The End, which was a one-off where he was old and it was his final story. But it's not. They've done it with a lot of characters, you know. It's never the final, not to be taken as his final story. That was written by Garth Ennis as well. But I can't see my name on screen, can you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, if you put the message, Frank and Garth.
Oh, you're going to show that off, are you? Hang on,
so that was. I used the name Frankencastle because of this book here.
Sounds awesome. That should be the next film.
Yeah, this is a story where, stupidly, Frank Castle was killed by a character called Daken, which is Wolverine's son. And he was sliced into like thousands of bits, basically. And then the League of Monsters got all his bits, and he was built back up as a Frankenstein's monster called Franken Castle. It lasted for a year. It was a year story.
Okay, on purpose. That's right.
And there's a thing called a bloodstone in it, which gave him back his life at the end, and then he carried on normal. Really stupid, right? People, Punisher fans, dislike it, but I will say that it's a very fun read.
Sounds good, awesome.
Going into it, I knew that it was only going to be a year, so I was accepting of it, and it had all these other characters that were very interesting. That you don't, what's his name? The plant one that we saw in. I can't remember his name. The Man Thing.
Oh yes, I was thinking that when you said Bloodstone. I was trying to think.
Yeah, you had the Bloodstone in that story, and that's what was in this that brought him back. The Man Thing was in it, and all these sort of creatures, and Morbius was there, and it was fun. It was a fun read.
Okay.
And then obviously it reset to him being back to the Punisher and all forgotten about, like what Marvel did. So for a year, it was a fun ride.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I absolutely hate the Fast and Furious films. It's how it's had so many. I'll never know. They were fun for a while, but then they took it too far. There you go. Micro tripped out his battle van. Yeah,
until he put a bullet through Micro's head in Punisher Max.
And the next film. Oh, he doesn't do
it. In Punisher Max is set. What happened was when Garth Ennis wrote Punisher in 2000 for a while and for a couple of years, like I said, it was very Looney Tunes sort of violence. There was stuff where he would shoot. There were scenes where he shot Wolverine in the privates. A shotgun to Wolverine's face, so Wolverine's face was literally just a metal skull. He run over Wolverine with a steamroller. Right. Very, very Looney Tunes. This is how Garth Ennis got away with the violence. But then Marvel created a line of comics called Marvel Max, which were for adults. And then Marvel gave him the opportunity to do Punisher under the Max line, which then took Punisher out of normal Marvel continuity and just in his own world with no other superheroes, and it was just all. And yes, there is that thing that he stabbed thingy.
Oh yeah, the scene where he slightly stabbed him.
Yeah, it was only minute. It's not seen in the scene. It's not for real on screen.
Just the tip.
Yeah, it was just a tip.
Micro was supposed to be in this, but the director doesn't like the character.
Yeah, Micro's he can be an annoying character.
Yeah. Who is he in? Well, we'll get to that next one. Dan's Movie Cave here. Hi, Dan. Scott Eastwood. Yes, Scott Eastwood should come.
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Yeah, Scott Eastwood would be good. Someone.
Right. So this fight here is completely out of the comics, out of the Welcome Back Frank comic book. Almost to obviously at the end of this fight, he ends up throwing that pot of stuff over this geezer's face. In the comics, it was like a freshly cooked pizza that was still piping hot that he threw in his face.
Right.
But this is literally comic book, page to screen almost.
Even the grenade there. That's a good. Although I don't think Frank's ears are surviving it.
The thingy bit, the bit where he's got his head in the fridge, that's the Looney Tunes violence I'm talking about in the comic book.
Yeah, or from bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood, yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, Scott Eastwood should be bigger. And who else is it? Kurt Russell's son. Both of those. I think it's because there isn't a call for action guys anymore. Tough guys.
Kurt Russell's son, he looks awful in that Captain America
It
mark.
doesn't suit the look of Captain America's helmet.
No, when you first saw him and his face was all like,
yeah, I thought, what the fuck is this?
yeah, that's awful. No, that don't work.
Oh, and welcome back, Frank. Henry Heck is a gunfighter, so Frank comes up next to his having a smoke empties are usually into his face. Nice. This is for kids, you say? Christina reminds me of Estella Warren everywhere for a few years and a big pin up in the lads mags and nothing. I don't know who Stella Warren is. Am I you?
Estella Warren, yes, she's blonde haired. She's blonde haired girl, isn't she? She's done a couple. She's been in a couple of films.
Okay, I was thinking it's the Warrens from the Conjuring universe, but
no, Estella Warren. What's she been in? I think if that's who I'm thinking of, let me.
Yeah, let us know who that is. In the current comic book, 616, Punisher is the leader of the Hand. Okay.
Yeah, it's don't. That's the Punisher. It's not the Punisher. The current comic book isn't the Punisher. This is Marvel's attempt at because they don't want to use the skull. Okay, this new comic book, the new run of the Punisher, they don't want him to have a gun. They don't want a hero holding a gun. He's got superpowers. They tried to rework his origins. That they've been the Hand of keeping an eye on him and manipulating him, leading the way since he was a young lad. And he had this in him as a young lad and all this. It's just nonsense. It's Marvel nonsense. It's, out of all the things that I've read, Punisher turning into Frankencastle, Punisher having, the heaven's weapons in his coat and all this. This is the worst thing to happen to the Punisher from Marvel, this latest run.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's coming to an end next month or later this month, and hopefully it's done.
He's not alive anymore. Carl Pilkington predicted Mission Impossible 8 10 years ago. Oh, hey, John. Only pick one. You want to live forever or have your wife live forever? Oh, there's a dark turn.
I'd have my wife live forever. Because I couldn't imagine living forever. I wouldn't want to live forever.
Yeah. Who wants to live?
There's got to be an end.
Oh, also Jessica Alba and Eliza Cuthbert.
Yeah, Eliza Cuthbert. She's done a couple of films recently. I watched her in a film called The Cellar, which I thought was quite good. It's a horror film. I watched it for her because I haven't seen Eliza Cuthbert in anything for a decade, maybe.
Yeah. How disappointing when there's a film where she plays a porn star, but you don't see it, I think.
I still like that film.
It's still a great film, isn't it?
It is. It is. And I wanted to see how she developed as an actress in this new one. And pretty good film.
Okay. The Cellar.
The Cellar, yeah.
Cavill is posh. He is. And welcome back, Frank Punisher smothers the Russian with the obese Mr. Bumbo.
He does, yeah.
Definitely couldn't show that then.
No, he's a lot bigger in the.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of it earlier. A photo where he is. He's a big lad. Oh, apparently, Mystique accidentally sewed into Thomas Jane for real instead of onto the little bit of plastic she was supposed to be sewing up.
Yeah, that's the scene where he smothers him. So,
that would be awesome.
But yeah.
But yeah, I can understand why they changed that.
I do have these as individual issues, by the way. I've got a Punisher short every day.
Yes.
At 2:00 in the morning, going through. I do 8 issues a day.
Get to bed.
Where I show the covers. Oh no, they're all pre-filmed. I'm like Mark. And I go. Yeah, it's only a 60-second short, and it shows 8 covers per short.
Okay. With the Punisher character being Marvel made by Jerry Conway and Disney owning Marvel, I don't see how a new Punisher could be made because it's an 18 certificate character, and I can't see Disney doing that. Yeah. Well, they're dodging a line with bloody Deadpool now, aren't they?
Yeah, but you've got Punisher coming back in Daredevil Born Again.
But yeah,
Punisher is
Daredevil
coming back in the MCU. That's already been
that is
dead.
it's in the bag, isn't it?
But
John says, but yeah,
it's the Skull issue
yes, the weapons,
and
the
the
history.
weapon. Whether
Yeah.
Marvel will put, like I said, this is why I think they will go with something a bit more fantastical
Yeah, it'll be a
with it.
robots, aliens, or something. Rubbish. In your opinion, what is the best movie ever made that had great actors and a great story? Ooh, bloody hell.
It's tough.
That's just too tough a question. Glengarry Glen Ross.
Shawshank Redemption.
I was going to say barbed wire, but all this, but yeah,
Barbed wire, yeah. Barbed wire, yeah, sorry.
it's a masterpiece.
It is.
Oh, In the Name of the King. That's it. A Dungeon Siege tale. Thank you, Nas. That's the Statham one. The PS, I think Dolph's in one of those. In the PS2. Yes. Thank you. I forgot about that.
And a lot of that was taken from Garth Ennis's run as well. The stuff in the zoo in that game, things like that.
Yeah, I played that game. I was going to work at the garage where you'd like drill his head or something, or saw his head or something.
It goes to black and white when you do the kill.
Yes,
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I've still got the game upstairs.
Yeah, I need to track it down. I bet it's probably like 2 pence on it, or
It
it's
was
either
great
£100 or 2 pence.
It was great that Thomas Jane came back to voice.
Yeah.
That was while he was still in love with the character. Before.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't care anymore.
Well, 20 years has passed.
It wasn't the GameCube, was it? It was the Xbox. Damn.
What, for that game? I had it on PS2.
Yeah, PS2 and Xbox, not GameCube. Oh, Burt Reynolds was in the same Uwe Boll film as Jason Statham, but was really desperate at that point. Sad how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, that is. Hey, Gregor, how are you? Nice to see you here. As bad as Frankencastle. At least it wasn't as bad as Dime Frank's Skin Black, because they worried he was killing too many African American bad guys, so they made him black, teamed him with Luke Cage.
Yeah, that was in the original Punisher run, the first ongoing series that he had, somewhere about halfway through. Yeah, that they'd done that. It only lasted for maybe, I think it's about 3 issues. Yeah.
Oh dear. They're twisting themselves into knots these days, aren't they? I was going to say this is very bottom-esque. That gives me an idea. Patrick Schwarzenegger spelling. Yeah, Patrick Schwarzenegger could be a good if he learned from his dad. Oh, hang on, it's the pliers scene.
Oh, I'll tell you. What about the guy from? The guy from Reacher.
Yes, it's the brick shithouse.
Yes.
Yeah, Reacher season 2 should be soon, shouldn't it? I'm looking forward to that.
Saying that, I just saw that Jack Ryan season 4 is coming soon in June. It's the last season.
Was it? I thought I haven't finished. Oh, season 3. I'm way behind on that. I was halfway through.
Season 3 weren't long ago, and then they've said season 4's coming. It's final
I
season.
think didn't they film it back to back or something?
Yeah, that's a shame.
It will be the
final
last
season.
That was good as well. I wouldn't want to live forever. The Cellar was okay, and Cuthbert is smoking hot. Ooh, okay.
Cheers.
It would be nice if we could have stars that aren't nepo babies. Well, sometimes you need that. They have to learn, but I can't think because who else is there these days now? They don't hire a. Oh, pulling his nose out. Yes, it's weird seeing Cuthbert as a middle-aged mum of a teenager.
It is. It is. Because you still have that girl next door thing in your mind for her.
Anyone remember Captivity? Oh, yeah, that was it. She tortured.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Roland Joff did it.
I do have that upstairs in the collection somewhere.
I saw that one in the summer. Yeah, I remember the poster where she's like trapped under a load of earth and pushed up against a window or something. Hey, Austin, how are you? He has both versions of this on DVD, but apparently there's 3 versions.
There's the one with the animated sequence.
Is that the animations and the theatrical? or is it the animations and?
I believe it's the animation with the theatrical, and then you've
Yeah.
got the 17-minute longer version with all the subplot put back in and all that sort of stuff. I said the one with the animation, I haven't seen for a long.
No, I couldn't. Yeah, because I tracked down the extended version, thinking that was in it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, he's got the Punisher '89 on Blu-ray.
Yeah, with the German version, I think that might be the only place where you can get the work print. Or maybe
Yeah, I was going to say the work print. Ooh.
the German version has the work print in it, which has got extended stuff. It's rougher cut, obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot of VHS footage and black and white, like grainy.
Yeah, but it's worth if you're a Punisher fan, it's worth having.
One day we'll get the technology to put it back. Well, he's got the Punisher game on Xbox. Damn, I haven't got an Xbox that'll play it. Warzone movie on DVD. Yeah, I got that on DVD. So yeah, here we go with the paper cutter, because I think someone gets it in the head later on, don't they?
Yeah, Speller outside guarding.
I think, is it cut? I can't remember if I think they might have cut some of it for the theatrical version, at least. Anyway, because it is.
Yeah, see, I'm watching because what's playing on my TV is this is the US version.
Oh yeah, so he gets it in the head and leaves it there.
And I'm not sure whether this is cut compared to what you'd be
it
watching.
Probably isn't cut because
or what yours is cut.
2000s, and nothing much was cut on VHS after that. They all kept the same things. If the Punisher won't be given the skull organ, which I can't see them adding those these days, I wish they would leave the Punisher alone. Yeah, because it's trying to erase a character we love. Yeah, it's not the Punisher. He's telling people off for harsh language.
No, the thing is, what will happen is what Marvel Comics will do is whatever route the way Marvel Comics works now is if there's a character that's given a new character within the film or TV show, there will be a comic book series of that character. So whatever route Marvel take with the Punisher in Daredevil season 2, Daredevil Born Again will dictate how the comic goes. That's what will happen.
At least you got the old comics. There was supposed to be a sequel to this, yes, unfortunately it was, but they spent too much time arguing over how it should go, all three of them. The director, actor, and Marvel. AJ. Ooh.
Yes, I collect. I'm not an avid collector, but if there's one that I like, I will pick up. Yes. Yeah. I do have. Oh wait, I do have this here actually.
See, it's
not more. I've got this here.
Hang on, let's have a look. Zoom
there
in.
You go. Oh, that's from about 20 years ago. This is a big Punisher figure that I have.
That's nice.
He's got a wealth of weaponry on him, and I've never taken it. I've never opened that one up.
Never do.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring that down just because it was there. But no, I do get Marvel Legends figures, but I don't do the collector toy. They do like a series of 5 or 6, and you have to collect each one to get a build a figure. Problem with that is inevitably they put crap characters in to sell them, so you need the part to build the figure. I don't fall for that rubbish.
Sic Vasa Parabellum.
Yes.
Except I think he says it wrong. I read somewhere.
I think in this he says vis sic pacem parabellum, and I think it's sic vis pacem parabellum. It's reverse.
Yeah, I keep thinking of Monty Python's Life of Brian trying to do Latin. No, it's this. Just looked up. Eliza Cuthbert is approximately 1 month older than me. But she's still a young'un. I always think, whenever I heard that name, I always think back to episode 1, series 2 of 24. What's your favorite actor of all time? I'm trying to think. Who do I like as actors? All-time actor. I think in the 80s it was Harrison Ford, because I had Empire Strikes Back, Witness, Mosquito Coast, and all that jazz. But I don't know who now.
Changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the trouble. It does. You can watch one film and it can completely change your outlook on it.
And then you've got a question: are we talking actor or are we talking star? Two different things. Two
That's
different
like
things.
the difference between me and AJ, isn't it? See.
That's right.
AJ, which you prefer, this or Warzone? So
I prefer this. Warzone's my least favourite Punisher film.
ooh. Win for Dolph.
Not for I like I said, Ray Stevenson, very much aesthetically the look of the Punisher as you'd like him to look. He's got some great nuances in his character. The film for me just doesn't flow. The film has got problems for me. Yeah.
Working it out next month. Life's too short. We just have to live only the once. Yeah, unless you're a Highlander.
That's all right.
Oh, the animation sequence is an optional on the DVD. Ah, there you go. But yeah, What does it's all about fucking AJ tonight, isn't it? What does AJ think the most accurate authentic Cockney gangster movie is?
Bloody hell! Is that because I'm in London? You know what? No, I'll be honest, right? I hate Cockney gangster movies. I hate them. I can't stand them, and I don't watch many of them. I used to have a dislike for Matey, who we just spoke about earlier, Guy Ritchie. I used to have a dislike for Guy Ritchie in his movies, his earlier movies, but his recent ones have impressed me.
Okay.
I liked The Gentleman. I thought that was great. I liked Operation Fortune and The Covenant that I just watched, which is very different to what he usually does.
Right.
And now I want to go back and see his older stuff that I didn't see before. I've sort of found a newfound appreciation for him. But Cockney gangster movies, I dislike. I don't see it. I don't see that side of London existing.
Well, yeah, how many films have been made of that Land Rover being shot at by the gangsters from back in the 90s or wherever it was? And there's like Rise of the Foot Soldiers and all this.
Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. So I can't say sorry.
Oh, Francis dated himself using the term torture porn. Yeah, that's going back 15 years.
It is torture porn.
It wasn't cut in the States. Okay. We're back. Woke Punisher, no thanks. It's Carmen. Yeah, the AJ, the German, has restored scenes, and they used the fecking Lethal Weapon soundtrack when Frank restored scenes, and his partner and Dark Knight soundtrack for the restored action scenes.
Oh, I didn't know that about the soundtrack. Oh.
I think I saw it many years ago, but I don't remember much about it. The finale of the unmade Thomas Jones sequel took place in a Walmart. Oh. Yeah, I guess the Equalizer with Denzel stole that idea then.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Very kind if you start streaming every night. Sorry, I do 2 nights off. I'll have to come up with something for you, Mike. Estella Warren is in Burton's Planet of the Apes and Driven with Stallone. Oh, that's why we
right.
have a
She
story
was.
again.
Yeah.
A name like Estella sounds like an old lady. Hang on. Estelle Getty, I always think of that name.
Yeah, she's quite an attractive blonde bird.
Estella, was it Warren?
Yeah.
Oh, and Mark.
I was given a Blu-ray. I was given a 2 film Blu-ray from Germany.
I recognise her from the Planet.
A couple of months ago, or a month and a half ago, and one of the films in that has her in it. Some stupid cheapy film. I can't remember the title of it. I ain't watched it. So there you go.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be an ultra-violent film. He stabs him loads of times, but there's no blood on the knife. The work print of Punisher 89 has more violence. They cut out a lot to make it a generic action film. Oops, gone wrong way. Massive, fantastic Punisher figure, AJ Mate. It's good you keep him in the box. It looks fantastic in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't generally take.
I know I can't take things out.
Now and then I take a couple of figures out, but not
because of the die-cast cars I collect. I can't take those out.
Yeah, and it's not about any sort of financial worth
No.
down the line or anything. It's just, I don't know. Just I'd like to keep them in the boxes.
Yeah, I got a bunch of steel
Find
tapes.
somewhere to stand them. They got to stand up somewhere. Whereas with a box, I can just pin them to the wall in my man cave room. Well, I ain't got no more space now, so I can't do that anymore.
Will we get a Tasties watch party of any of the Python films? Didn't I do one? I can't remember now. Don't think I have. It'd either be Life of Brian or Holy Grail if I did. I can't remember if I did one of Holy Grail. The work print also uses the Lethal Weapon, Rambo, and Aliens. Oh well, why not?
Yeah, I've watched the work print once, and that would have been in the early days of DVD.
Not even the Long Good Friday, AJ, with
No.
It's Good to Talk Hoskins.
Alas, no.
And Charlie from Casualty. The Covenant looks generally quality. Yes, I've seen it. It's available, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yes, I would. It's at the moment it's sat there in one of my top 10 films of the year. It was very good. It's not got the usual sort of character wit that Guy Ritchie films have. It's not that sort of a film.
Okay. Punisher also had too much neon lighting, looked like Batman and Robin.
Yes, it did. Yeah, and that's why tonally, it doesn't work for me. The stuff with Jigsaw, fantastic character, Jigsaw, great to see him in film. But I think I said before, where's there's that stuff and he's marching, you got the American flag behind him, and it turns it just yeah. But I will say the one thing that at least what it done right was it hinted at the origin being correct. It's the only film or TV show to hint at the Punisher's origin being correct.
Yeah. So, here we go. He kills his wife. Originally,
frozen in front.
Fuck it.
Frozen over in front of. At least your thing ain't.
Oh, hang on. Don't jinx it.
What? Gareth, if you lads are going to watch along for
Don't jinx
it. Don't jinx what? Oh, what, your TV? Yeah, I'm sure that Gareth can find space. It'd be good to talk Punisher with someone who knows. This fella here, he has to go IMDb beforehand and go through all the
because you didn't look at that
stuff about it.
Yeah.
Of course I did have a look, just like you did. I bet you even looked for a top 10 things you didn't know about the Punisher video from Minty.
There wasn't one. So. Good old Minty. Cheers, Minty.
I know what you do, Gareth.
He just looks at IMDb and just picks the best 10. That's probably why there isn't one for this. There's barely any trivia for this film.
I thought there was quite a bit in there.
But yeah, I have, because Mike, the real fifth Beatle, as he calls himself, I'm having doubts about that fact. It was dissing me every time I had to get up to turn because the tablet kept dying. So I got a specially made PC.
Really?
Yeah. I had set up with a webcam just so the camera goes off. So I'm risking cancellation by YouTube having a good picture and a steady stream now. So it's on him if I ever lose my channel. Oh, he saw Covenant in the theaters. Was it out in theaters? I thought it went straight to streaming, that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe in the US it went out. Jaws 3 is underrated. Thank you. Welcome, Freddy Krueger fan. That is very true. I love Jaws 3.
Well, I watched Jaws 4 the other day. I didn't think it was bad what people think it is. I mean, it is bad, but I've seen far worse.
There's only 2 deaths in it, which is odd.
I've seen far worse shark movies than Jaws 4.
Oh, yeah. There
was that director I upset. I reviewed a film, didn't I? A shark film, and the director messaged and started slagging me off and all my 700 at the time, my 700 subscribers. He wasn't happy.
Because Jim from Now It's Dark had reviewed Pillow Party Massacre or something, which is a recent film, and then he just it wasn't. He didn't say it was terrible. It was just comparing it to the films it was trying to copy, like Slumber Party Massacre. It didn't have the violence, the boobs, or the humor.
Yeah.
And then he's piped up in the comments as well. Where after I said, "Is it bland?" and he says, "Sort of," and then the director said, "Can you give it a chance?" And so, yeah, I'll give it a chance. But it's nice that you're coming nasty and say, "You bastards, get off! You don't know fucking nothing."
I did invite that director onto my channel, actually.
Oh yeah, he didn't. He hasn't replied yet. Oh well, the director of this hasn't replied to my email either, so
he ain't replied.
We won't hold our breaths. And Thomas Jane, I tagged him in the stream tonight, and no, nothing. It might be too early for him.
Tom Jane's probably too busy promoting his doing the round for his latest film.
Yeah, he is doing. He's got a financing campaign on an Indiegogo for a new film, I think, or something. He's working on.
Okay.
Because yeah, if it's not superhero, it's not getting made anymore.
Nope. Well, superheroes coming to an end, isn't it? That's obvious.
It bombed in the States, so that's why. Oh, it's coming straight to Amazon here. Ah, there you go. Evening, Jay. How are you? Nice to see you again. No, they already decided stream release before it got released in American theaters. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's easier for them to release in American theaters or not. I guess it's not much. Unless it makes... It's a big hit in America. In the UK, it only makes tens of millions here, doesn't it? It says... If you're only looking at a few 100,000, if that, it's probably not worth all the effort. John Travolta in a Punisher movie still seems strange to me. Yeah, he could be played by anyone, really, because he doesn't have the over-the-topness from Face Off or anything like that, or Broken Arrow.
No, but the one thing that Marvel were good at during this era of, and into the MCU as well, was they started casting. They were really good with their castings. And like I said, I always point out the cast of this film being that, Roy Scheider, very strong actor. Yeah. John Travolta was a good actor anyway. Yeah. He good. So they always surround you. You get like a relatively unknown character actor in the main role, and then you've surrounded them by some strong actors. And then you've got people like Ben Foster, who was up and coming and young. And
he was unknown at this point, wasn't he?
Yeah, and became good. Rebecca Romaine isn't bad actress.
No, she's very good.
And what's his face? Whose name I forgot again?
Will Patton.
That's it.
The bad guy from The Postman. Should just call him that, sorry, because everyone's seen The Postman.
Yeah, I like The Postman. It's a decent film. John, do watch party of that. It's 3 hours long.
It's like 3 hours long. Alien versus Alien versus Predator, Aliens versus Predator, Requiem, Rambo 2008, and RoboCop 87, the most violent movies he's seen.
Hold on a minute. I want to. You've actually seen Alien versus Predator Requiem. No one else did.
I can turn that tally off and you might think you're watching it. Damn, they weren't willing to give it a chance. No, the Covenant probably might do well on streaming because
I think that's because of what it says about America, feasibly, in that it's about the Afghan interpreters that were left behind. When America left Afghan, the interpreters weren't given what they were promised, were they?
Yeah,
so they're all over there being hunted down and killed by the Taliban. And it could be that sort of message in the film that
guy just got a knife up his head. Right.
What up his mouth? See, I've fallen behind you now because he's fighting that fella because of the running difference.
Time dilation. Don't open the door. Boom. Not the nice cars. Yeah, thanks for recommending, Jay, that Corey Haim film. Corey Haim film, friends. It's one of the better ones. Ill Manners is probably the most authentic London movie I've seen. Fantastic film. I don't know if I've seen that.
No, I've not seen that.
I remember hearing the name now. You mentioned it. The George Revenge got 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. What do they know?
Yeah, what do they know?
Forget.
When you've seen Bull Shark, you know that George.
Or Exorcist Shark, I saw. Or Amityville Shark.
Yeah.
None of them are worth watching. Oh yeah, I like this bit where he gives the kid a landmine to hold over, a special mine, anti-personnel mine, and then he goes outside and Travolta says, "You killed my son." Boom! Both of them.
Both of them. So did you say you watched this last night?
Yeah, the extended cut.
Wow. Do you do that with everything before you do a watch party?
Some of us like to do our research.
I don't need to watch it last night. I've seen the film enough to not have to watch it again.
Well, you're going to watch Warzone the night before.
Warzone I probably will have to give a it's my least watched.
Oh, hang on. Do you think an extended cut of this movie was necessary?
I think it's better. I think it adds to it.
It does add to it, but I don't think you need to see it.
It depends on if you're a Punisher fan.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you get,
Yeah, because
this works. This film works.
Yeah.
It's
not like Batman v Superman where you do need to see the extended cut to get.
No, I mean it doesn't elevate it to like Daredevil and the Daredevil director's cut. It doesn't elevate it like that or anything. But it's just nice.
Yeah. Oh, boom.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes is dodgy. Yeah, I don't trust it anymore. I rarely did it before, but now it's just ridiculously stupid.
I do use it as part of my defending the dud, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will use it.
If it's an older film, it certainly makes a difference. I thought you did 89 movie before. I'm talking about the original Punisher film. Hang on, did you message before? I didn't see a message before from you. But yeah, we're on to this one now.
Oh, you did what? 1989 movie.
Yeah, we did Punisher at 89, didn't we?
Yeah, we did Punisher 89, yeah.
The Freddy Krueger I've yet to see a murder scene as sadistic and disturbing as Murphy's murder. Yes, exactly. Everyone's been posting that meme as where people said the death of Mustafa in Lion King was their introduction to people being a death, and then everyone else is saying it was RoboCop.
Yeah. There you go. Get up bed.
I first saw Punisher late night TBS. It was a VHS rental for me.
Mine was a pirate. Mine was a pirate up at I remember when it came out, and I phoned up the Punisher. Yeah, we got a copy of the Punisher. I was up there getting that pirate VHS, that cam copy that made its way into the country.
What do you make of this ending where he set all this up to blow the cars up into the... How did he know Travolta was going to go outside at some point?
Yeah. Plot, mate. Plot. Don't think about it too much.
Okay, well. If you're still here, Nick, you are correct. Today's picture was Unfriended. I remember sitting down to watch one of the Sky Channel movies, expecting trash, and was taken aback how well it was made. I underestimated Ben Drew. Hang on, who's that? Ben Drew. Am I missing something here?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how far back I have to go. Oh, Ill Manners. Was it the Sweeney? Is that Ben Drew? The Sweeney remake?
I don't know.
Yeah, because wasn't it a rapper that's the Dennis Waterman part in there? Yes, 99 Punisher. We did that last time. I don't know why I said A Good Day to Die and Die Another Day were underrated. I watched them again and they were shite. Yeah, Die Another Day is probably the worst Bond film.
I love with Good Day to Die Hard. I love the scene where they're on the bridge. I don't know if they're looking through binoculars or something, and there's a subway right behind them. That was, and if you've seen the scene, if you see it properly, subway's not there. It's computer generated to be, for the product placement. It's just, it's just so in your face.
Oh, Frank's going to off himself, and his job is done. There we go.
I've only ever seen that once.
I saw it in the cinema.
A Good Day to
and
Die
then
Hard.
the unrated cut that does nothing.
It's got a fantastic trailer, though. I'll give it that.
It does have a fantastic
trailer. Is really good. Film is dismal.
Anyone seen Ghost Rider films? Yeah, the first one's all right.
Yes.
The second one's mental.
Yes. I expected more from the second one.
Yeah, when it's from the makers of Crank.
Yeah. And it just...
Right, where are we? You would think Guy Ritchie's name would be enough to give it a cinema release. Yeah, since doing Aladdin, which I don't think
Yeah.
the best person.
Because Operation Fortune.
Did that come out in the cinema here? I don't remember.
No, apparently not. I remember it on the side of buses because I said this comment the other day. I said, I think it got a cinema release on April the 7th because I remember it being on the side of buses. But apparently, no, that was to streaming or something.
Yeah. It all going to Amazon now, like everyone else does Netflix, but he's doing Amazon.
Yeah.
So here we go. So Frank's not killing himself and he's going around. Have you seen the lights? I saw both AVP films in the theaters. I think I did.
Yeah, I did.
Thinking, oh, they're making a more adult Requiem. And yeah. Do you reckon a 4K would make AVP2 seeable?
But you'd have some nice blacks. Nice big blacks on it.
Careful what you say there, AJ.
Don't take it down.
Cancelled. Oh, it's one of the better sequels, Alien vs. Predator ship. It starts off all right, Alien vs. Predator, but then it just goes.
They should have. It's a shame they didn't follow the original comic.
Yeah, exactly. How many comic
storyline when they done AV?
Where's Frank get all this money from?
From Howard Saint.
No, they won't appear on any 4Ks. No, I don't know. There's no money in it. AVP felt like a Happy Meal movie. Yeah, it was exactly a good description of it. Haim, Feldman, they're all the same. Back then they were. The Punisher 4 sounds great in 2004 sounds great in DTS. Yeah, I bet. Shame we've got ours on mute, but it has a 4K in the States. Yeah, AJ's got his copy.
That's what's on the TV now.
Yeah. So yeah, the people say this could be a standalone film, or it could be setting up a sequel where he's on the bridge.
Well, he's become the Punisher.
Yeah.
Wait, what car's he got there?
Yeah, I didn't see that. No, let's go back.
No, it's a different car.
Yeah.
Looks yellow. It is. Oh. It's yellow or green or lime green.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in this. Is it the? Yeah, it's the. Still got the guy with the guitars, Heck, or whatever his name is, car.
Oh, was that his car? Was it? Oh, there you go.
That's yeah. He stole that after he crashed his, so I guess he kept him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. It's the bad guy in Deadpool, the Cockney. He was in Ill Manners. Yeah, we like how his scene gets owned here, dragged burning alive into an explosion. Very. I think, Jonathan Hensleigh didn't have much luck because he did Payback with Mel Gibson that was re-edited, and then he brought his own version out, which was a bit more of a dark thriller. I think he wrote some of Die Hard with a Vengeance as well.
Yes, I believe so.
But then this has got the older early 2000s soundtrack of Nickelback and others like that. Rotten Tomatoes is very flawed. Some of the reviews that end up on are shocking. Yeah, sometimes they say if it's a bad review, sometimes they give it a tomato, don't they? You think that sounds like a bad one to me, but
what was this tomato? What was the score on this?
That's the point. I never look up those things. Sorry.
I thought you normally do.
Well, yeah, I'm coming up to 200 watch parties. I am generally forgetting which ones I've done now because I've done some twice as well. The 2000 were fun decade for Marvel films. I missed the simplicity. Yeah, they didn't say make it PG. They said because Blade. What was Blade 2? Was that in 2000? Or was that in 99?
So this film's got a audience score of 63%. Which is pretty good. Pretty ain't bad.
Bad for audience score, yeah.
And 29% for critic.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, you did get the Unfriended right. There you go. You got the picture right. What did you say it was? Gremlins, the Blender picture.
I said Gremlins. What was it?
Unfriended.
I said Gremlins, and I said Punisher 2004.
Well, yeah, sometimes I do usually put the film I'm going to do as a trick question. I love Unfriended. That Skype call gave me nightmares. It was a good film. And then the second one's the second one's not supernatural, is it? So
yeah, I've not seen Unfriended.
So here we go. Right, let's see, where are we? Was Frank ever suicidal in the comics?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah. There we go.
I mean, a lot of them have been along. I've been reading them for years. Well, since
I guess
the
there could
80s.
be one scene, wouldn't it? Just one. I loved and enjoyed the Ghost Rider films. The second one did look good.
I like, the visual look of Ghost Rider was good. Was better, but they're both problematic movies. Even the first, it's got its issues.
The Punisher Max comics are classic.
Yes, that's when Garth Ennis was allowed to they took the reins off Garth Ennis and said, do what you want. You can do what you want in them, violence, except for adults.
I saw Predators, Prometheus, and Alien 4. What's Alien 4?
Resurrection.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did. I saw those as well. Adventure back in the day. Thomas Jane will be in Daredevil Reborn, yeah. When is that this year or is it going to be next year? Oh, Thomas Jane.
You mean
Bethanol.
John Bernthal will be Punisher in Daredevil.
Different universe things they're going to try again. Keep getting who's who. Hello, Total Movie Recall. Catch up now. Sorry, it's already been said, but the Kevin Nash strike film is insanely good. Yes. It's
taken straight from the comic book, for the most part.
Yeah, very ridiculous, but...
That's why.
It is fun. Yeah, because there's costumer for Mr. Travolta, and I saw he has his own hair and makeup. He has his own, and then he also has his own caterer. I saw him yesterday. He's got everything personalized. I guess that's one of his things for doing it. Prosthetic lab work. Now, there were more drivers on this than stuntmen, but there's only about one driving stunt.
Oh.
The Predator movies go downhill. It's unbelievable. How difficult is it to make a Predator film?
2 was all right.
2 is good, yeah. And then
Predators, I didn't mind. As a sort of beat for beat remake of the first.
Yeah.
Prey was good.
I enjoyed Prey. I just watched that a second time. It still holds up.
The Predator with Thomas Jane.
Is he?
Film, I just want to see. I want to see what it would have been with the ending that they didn't give.
Yes, I wanted. Well, yeah, it was like a whole half of the film they had to change, wasn't it?
Yeah, Edward James Olmos was.
Yeah, he's
in
general
it.
written out at Area 51 and stuff like that.
Yeah, the 2 Predators that were working with.
Yeah, they got the 2 old Predators as well. Yeah,
the humans.
That would have been awesome. But
yeah, there we go.
There it is. Craft service for Mr. Travolta was Peter Evangelitos. Just in case you care. Right. I boycotted A Good Day at the cinema because Fox cut it so they could get a 12. Ended up buying the extended cut and wish I hadn't. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Predator 2 is good. That is true. Oh, you have the soundtrack to this. Yeah, I'm going to pick it up if I ever see it somewhere. This is an amazing final shot. Yeah, I guess they have to film that at one of those dawn shots, isn't it? Where
on the bridge.
Yeah, so there's no traffic.
The superhero shot.
Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? That's caused an executive order over at Fox demanded Alien vs. Predator be set on Earth and rated PG. Some same guy responsible for the theatrical cut of Daredevil. Yeah.
The minute you set it on Earth and set it in modern day, it's cheap to start with anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, was it Marty did a video about the timeline for Aliens. All that. He wrote The Saint and the first Jumanji and Armageddon. Oh, it's Hensley, was it? Yes. I didn't know about Jumanji. Has anyone seen Equalizer 3 and Meg 2 trailers? Not yet.
seen the Meg 2 trailer, but not the Equalizer 3 one. Actually, I've not watched
No,
that.
I've been avoiding that. Spoilers. Right, there we go. Hang on, let's move that. Right, move that telly. So we'll get through the last of the chat. And then time for Bedfordshire. In fact, the fat people base tomatoes on a good film if a film is good. Or fucking tomato. Yeah, it's not reliable for if a film is any good. They gave My Name is Bruce a very low rating.
Did they? Well, why do you mention My Name is Bruce? Have you? Why does that pop in your head?
Because I always know it's got a very low rating, and I love that film.
Okay, all right.
It's critics like
yeah,
you.
It's a good film, yeah. If you're a Bruce Campbell fan, it's a great film.
Yeah, it is a great. Yeah, only if you're not a Bruce Campbell film, it's not a good film. No. Blade 2 was 2002, was it? Bloody hell!
Are you getting old?
Yeah, 20. What's the maths?
22, 21 year.
Yeah.
22, 21 year. Yeah.
Oppenheimer trailer gave me goosebumps. Yeah, hopefully that's good.
Oh my god, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, look at this. He's asleep. Hang on, we'll go to this. Blade 1998, Blade 2, 2002, Blade Trinity 2004, and Blade the series 2006. I only watched the first episode of Blade the series. I didn't get into it.
I do have it on DVD.
Oh. Have you heard the Star Wars are making? All right, how was it?
What?
The series. You haven't watched it, have you?
No, I didn't watch it. No. I watched the first episode. I watched the first couple, and then I didn't get any further.
It's very low budget.
I know that Blade wasn't in it a lot.
Yeah,
he was a bit part in his own show. It was more about the vampires and their.
Yeah, I think that's what I remember about it. But where's Blade in his TV show? They're making 3 new Star Wars films. Yeah, the first is the Mandalorian and Boba Fett one, isn't it? And they're mixing all the Ahsoka and everyone in it. And the third one is Rey. Oh, teaming up with Grogu. Oh dear.
They're doing a Rey film, and then they're doing one set. Ain't they doing one set like at the beginning of?
Yeah, so they're doing the first Jedi and then the next Jedi, or bring back the Jedis, aren't they?
Yeah, which surely that's
the same film.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's find some Jedis.
Yeah, but in 2 different timelines. So we'll see if that comes to pass, because they keep announcing these Star Wars films and then they vanish off the radar. What happened to Patty Jenkins?
Jenkins, yeah.
One disappeared.
Thor 4 guy, was it?
Yeah.
Taika Waititi editor.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
The Last Jedi guy was going to have a trilogy, and
I believe one of them will happen.
Yeah, Rogue Squadron could be a good one.
And then it depends on how that does, doesn't it?
Ghost Rider 2 had a cool poster. Yeah, they did all right with the posters, didn't they? The second one was okay. Ghost Rider film, I prefer the first one. Well, it's got Eva Mendes in it, but
the first one was Eva Mendes married to thingy, isn't she? La La Land.
Ryan Gosling, yes.
Yes.
Not me. His Candy Cane show is hilarious. Is that the wrestler, isn't it? Prometheus is one of the few minutes. Still one of my few minute screens. Awesome experience.
I couldn't do a midnight screening. If I go to a daytime screening, I fall asleep. Don't matter what the film is. I'll doze off now.
Yeah, early night.
Put me in a darkened room.
We're an hour away.
Room and I'll be asleep. Doesn't matter how good the film is.
Yeah,
I'll doze off during some of it.
Oh, ever seen the BBC drama called Oppenheimer? It was broadcast in the early 80s, but it's out on DVD, I think. No, I'm not. Probably it'll be re-released probably this year. The Predator sort of felt like a parody in a way. Yeah, those stupid dogs that get shot in the head and it becomes good.
It was silly.
No slander against Predator, but it's still set in the Lethal Weapon universe. Yeah, it's got the Captain and it's got Danny Glover and a few others.
That's right.
I do how like the Predator connects itself to Predator 2. Hang on. Does it? I can't remember now.
I think it connects itself to AVP as well, doesn't it? There's the weapons in it and all stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the glass things they have, isn't it? Yeah. I have the R-rated cut of Daredevil, much better movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better but not great, isn't it? Meg 2 trailer had a lot of spoilers. All right, that's why I'm avoiding trailers these days. Thanks for joining us, AK Movie.
Thanks, AK. Take it easy, mate.
Predator 2 Seems like it was set in Marks for Death universe. They had a lot of stunt people in the same film. Clerks only has 90% when it clearly deserves 100%. So you can't trust Rotten Tomatoes. Have you seen the Punisher series? Yes. I've only seen it once, though. Only when it came out. I can't remember much about it.
It's not my favourite iteration. It's a shame because in Daredevil season 2, I think they handled him really well. But then in his own series, they didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. There's so much in the middle, it just dragged when nothing happened.
And then they made it into, the origin of him was his, this team that he worked with are the ones that killed his family and all. It was just so convoluted, such nonsense. And like I said, this is one of these. This is where they turn it again into a revenge story rather than, and that's not what the Punisher is.
Definitely,
it's not revenge because he doesn't know in the comics. He never knew who killed his family. I mean, I can't remember. They may have retroactively changed that later on, but when he first came about, the fact that he didn't know is what drives him to just keep doing what he does.
Yeah.
Because no matter how many people he kills, bad guys, he doesn't know if he gets to the people that killed his family. So it's an ongoing war. But the minute you turn it into a revenge thing and he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
then it's done and, he could stop, essentially. But they never get that right, and that does bug me.
Anyone remember They Call Me Bruce, and they still call me Bruce? Yeah, there was that actor that was mistaken for Bruce Lee and gets into all sorts of scrapes. I still need to watch the first one. I remember those on VHS days. So are these new Star Wars films just standalones? Yeah.
That doesn't it? At the end of the day, I'm pretty sure if one of these films hit the box office and done $1 billion, they'll be like sequel. If it goes and makes nothing, they'll cancel the others.
Yeah, they'll be ready to go, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what will happen.
I think I saw Prometheus in 3D. Yeah, I don't bother anymore. Christ, Eva Mendes in The Spirit, a bad movie. Yeah, I never made it through The Spirit.
Yeah,
she did. Watch that?
That was difficult because that was Frank Miller directing.
Was it?
Frank Miller is a comic book writer. He wrote The Dark Knight Returns, and he wrote great runs on Daredevil and things like this. He was the one who made Batman a darker character, basically. He was the one who turned him from the Cape Crusader into the Dark Knight, as we know. And he'd worked on Sin City a little bit because Sin City he wrote the comics for that.
Yeah.
And then he thought, I'll have my hand at directing. I'll direct a film for my own. And then he went and directed The Spirit, which obviously is an old character.
Yeah.
But he can't direct for it's not a great film, is it?
No, I haven't finished it.
Which is one of the reasons why I don't want Todd McFarlane to direct a Spawn film, because even though he created Spawn, he's not a director.
Yep, right. I agree with AJ on the series. Yes, I actually agree with AJ for once.
What's going on?
About the Punisher season, the 2 seasons, he was better left alone facing.
Yeah, and also it was like it was his journey to becoming the Punisher again. It didn't feel like he was there because he rejected if I remember rightly, at the beginning of the first series, he burnt the stuff, hadn't he, or something. It's like he stepped away from, and then it was his journey to becoming it again. And then I think the second series is very much similar again. You want the Punisher doing what the Punisher does rather than these stupid storylines that they
you can put an obstacle in his way and then go around that for 8 episodes. But
and like I said, John Bernthal just not a great. Punisher isn't written like that in the comics. John Bernthal ain't a great choice for that character, for that character. No, John Bernthal's all right. He's quite a good actor. The way they decided to do the Punisher isn't Punisher.
Right. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. The great. That is a good film. I was going to say, he did RoboCop, didn't he? They rejected his RoboCop 2 script and then used elements of it in RoboCop 3 and then
Yes, I think that was published by Boom Studios.
Oh yeah, got this. They made it into a script, didn't they? Yeah.
When they done that,
comic book.
and RoboCop 3 got the same treatment as well. Later on, they done the same. Yes, I have read them a long time ago. I do have them in the collection upstairs somewhere.
Ah. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Last few things in this up because me and AJ and old men I need to have bed. I'd rather see an R-rated sequel to Spawn '97.
Yeah, I think it needs. It's one film that's crying out for a remake.
Yeah,
definitely. But like I said, not directed by Todd McFarlane. Let him, obviously because Todd McFarlane owns Spawn 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, he knows the character inside out because it's his. But obviously have that creative control in the film, but have a director, someone direct it for you. If he directs it himself, it'll fail.
Yeah, Blade, David S. Goyer, he can do up and down, can't he? Because he does stuff like Batman Begins and stuff like that, and then the next minute he's directing Blade Trinity,
and he also wrote the Nick Fury film
with Hasselhoff.
Didn't he? Yeah,
the best Marvel film ever.
Yeah.
See,
at least it's faithful to the comics.
Well,
faithful to the comics. It's Hasselhoff wasn't bad in that. He's quite enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, he's chewing the scenery as well as cigars.
Damn right.
I can't blame him for killing the Blade franchise. I think that's more on Snipes being upset that people are trying to replace him and not playing ball. But yeah, right, there we go. We'll wish you a good night. Cool. I'm back Saturday 10 p.m. with Carry On Girls. What's AJ got? His Evil Dead Rise praise tomorrow.
Yeah, my Evil Dead Rise, if you want to know how to write a mediocre late script.
Spoilers. Yeah. He doesn't like it.
I love the Evil Dead franchise. I love the Evil Dead. I love the Bruce Campbell Evil Dead.
I think I'm the same.
This film was... Yeah.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Watch my video tomorrow.
What's the premiere?
I don't know. Is it 5 in the evening? Something like that?
Yeah, they're always random times, like 8 a.m. or something, 5 p.m.
That's right, yeah. Mix it up a bit.
Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining us.